Hey guys, welcome to module 2. Now, I trust you've gone through module 1. You've figured out exactly how many calories you should be eating every single day to maintain weight, right? I want to know your maintenance because a lot of the times the calculators can get things a little bit wrong when you're trying to lose weight, when you're trying to gain muscle. So let's find your maintenance rate. And if you figured it out, let's say it's about 2,500 calories. Now, from there, how much carbohydrates, proteins, and fat should you be eating? How many grams of that? What's the percentage? Like, are you gonna have 2,500 calories full of bread every single day? That's not gonna be ideal for you, right? You know that because you're not gonna get enough protein and you're not gonna get enough fats. Okay, now why, and I want to go into each and every single one of these macronutrients and tell you exactly why they're so important, all right? But that's going to be a little bit later on. Here in this module today is actually figuring out, well, what's the percentage of each that is going to be optimum for you? And now I like to take it upon myself and I like to say, okay, we do what I like to call a carbohydrate test. Now that means if you eat a whole bunch of carbohydrates and you get sleepy at night, if you eat a whole bunch of carbohydrates in the afternoon or at night and you feel sleepy, like you have a carb coma eating a bowl of pasta, we are going to drive the carbohydrates right down. And I've got a formula down below just for you guys, okay? Now, if carbohydrates don't affect you and you seem to have a lean athletic body and you can eat as much carbs and get away with it, your body probably thrives on carbohydrates. And so we go to a carb dominant formula. If you're not working out 5 days a week, if you have a sedentary 9 to 5 job sitting in the office, if you have a carb slump at 3 p.m. and you smash down carbs and it makes you feel tired and sleepy, your body's probably not going to be optimal. I want to keep this nice and simple because this is the pattern. These are the patterns I've seen from helping thousands of guys over the past 7-8 years. Okay, so number one, if your body thrives on carbs and carbohydrates, you know, there's 20% of guys. So if you're one of the 20%, which you count as lucky ones because you guys are the carbohydrate burners, right? You guys go through carbs, it doesn't really affect you. Fantastic. We're going to go and use the carbohydrate dominant equation. If, by any chance, you are the other type of guy, you're the guy like me, right? I eat heaps of carbs at 3 p.m. and I crash. I can't have workouts before my carbs because it makes me sluggish. If you're the other type, you're going to use the fat dominant formula, okay? And that's how we're going to figure it out. So down below, there are 2 formulas that I want you to figure out. You're either the fat dominant or you're the carb dominant. We pick from that and then we're going to choose how we should set up our macronutrients, all right? So go and do that. Why this is so important is because this is how your body, or this is what your body thrives on. Okay, there's no point if you're a fat dominant person and you have heaps of carbohydrates, it's not going to be as optimal for you. And this is done through my own experience and through my own research of all the diets I've done. Okay, and what I want you to do is trust me on this, because what we're going to get clear in the next 7 days is you're going to come out with a diet plan that you can test. You know, we're going to set you up with a diet plan that you can test for your own body type that's perfect for you. And once we have that in place, boom, you're going to see the results. All right, so get that done, post it down below, post it in the group. You either use one of the 2 equations. You're either the fat dominant or you're the carb dominant. Okay, 80% of guys, 70-80% of guys are the fat dominant. All right, if you're sedentary 9 to 5, if you are sluggish at 3 p.m. and by smashing a bowl of pasta and you get massive cravings, if carbohydrates make you sleepy, you are fat dominant. If you're the other guy, you can thrive off carbohydrates, you are the carb dominant, all right? So there's 2 formulas. So let's work it out. Let's use those calories and work out how much carbohydrates or fats you should have. Cheers, guys.